Welcome to Nostalgic Necro, and today in the arena we are playing Dimir Midrange. In fact, it's the very same list that got me to Mythic last season, and I've had a lot of success with this deck. So basically, I've been playing a lot of, for the videos, right? I do a lot of like off-meta stuff. Sometimes I rank up with it, sometimes I rank down, because that stuff is pretty unreliable at times. But this is kind of like my go-to deck. When I have a little bit of spare time, this is the deck I've been using to try and actually climb up the ladder. And I've been doing pretty well with it. Currently, I've got a 68% win rate with it based on 34 games. That's the time of the recording today before having played any of the games with it for today's video. So, I'm pretty comfortable with the deck and I know kind of the ins and outs and stuff like that. So yeah, two main reasons why I'm playing this today. One is that I'm in Platinum Tier 1 and I just like to see if I can push to that Diamond, because once you hit Diamond, it's really nice and you can kind of take a breather, play maybe some more janky stuff, because you can't rank down from Diamond Tier 4, right? And the second thing is I got like a little family thing today, so I just don't really have the time to find a deck and figure it out and find something off meta and do it. So this is kind of like my go-to deck. If I just don't have time really to do something, I can just jump in with this, and I'm very familiar with it, so I know all the play patterns and stuff like that. And I really like this version of the deck specifically because it is very heavy on counters. I like the fact that it's got the 4 Phantom Interference and also 2 Tidebinders, because the way I like playing this deck is I like being aggressive in the early game and sort of trying to get something like Siren or Cecil down, and then sort of turn 2, turn 3 maybe you're just like applying removal to your opponent's creatures, maybe disrupting them with a bat, or using something like the Floodpits Drowner. But as soon as you can, what you want to do is get down the Kaito or get down the Enduring Curiosity, because that starts giving you a really big lead. And if your opponent can't deal with that problem immediately, then you can switch from an aggressive stance to a passive stance and just hold up your counters, just hold up your Tidebinders, and now opponents are going to be trying to get back into the game, but they just can't do it because every time they try to do something, you just counter it, and it can be very frustrating to the opponent once they're sort of deadlocked out of the game that way. And that's kind of the way I like playing this deck, and I really have a lot of fun with this deck when it gets going. I enjoy that kind of play style a lot, of sort of getting ahead early and then like moving to defensive mode, and opponent just can't get through the wall. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. And as always, I may be the nostalgic necro, but I'm putting my nostalgia aside because I want to find out, can I replicate the success I had with this Dimir Midrange deck? It got me to Mythic last season. Now I want to see, can it push me closer to that Diamond? Let's find out in the arena today. Okay, we're in Plat Tier 1. Let's see if we can get closer to that elusive Diamond. We go first. Got a Malvis, no black. Yeah, that's better. What do we drop here? Stab? Not keen on losing anything else. I like the counter. Let's try use this Siren to dig for something. I think I prefer that and Cecil, just because we're down to 6. Izzet. Stormchaser's Tenant is a problematic card for sure. Start with a map here. Shoot the Sheriff. Guess we'll keep that. They look like they're a creature deck. Cecil. Who's playing Stormchaser's Talent in Izzet colors? Izzet Vivi? They play the Riddler. Kind of okay with that. The important thing is that we can hold up this counter spell now. We will attack all in here. I was thinking about blocking there. Happy with that. So there's no way we're playing 3 things next turn, right? So we can just enter this tapped. Opponent has 3 lands here. What are they going to play? And whatever they play, is it what we need to counter? Marauding Mako, we will either shoot the sheriff that or bounce it, I guess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. What do we do here? We can shoot the sheriff this thing. Just flash in the Drowner. But then we can't hold up the counter, right? I'd rather just... Oh, this is a Shark Pirate. I didn't know that. Okay. Guess we're doing this now. It is an outlaw. Yeah, we get the land, which is pretty nice. I think we have to get rid of this thing, right? Okay, we got the counter. Opponent might be playing around it though. Game is certainly not over. It's in the balance, I feel. Torch the tower, and we can do nothing to protect it. Okay. Don't love losing Cecil there. Opponent's been playing around our counter the whole game. Very patiently here. We do have another Cecil. Shoot the sheriff is going to have to come in very valuable. Okay. Opponent's been very patient this whole game, but they decided to go for it there. Maybe I should have held up the... Maybe I should have just shot the sheriff, the Vivi. I wasn't actually thinking there. Okay, well, we get a shot here doing just that. Opponent scoops and we get the first win. Oof, nice, nice, nice. Okay, nice to get a first win there, but it's how you finish, not how you start, right? So let's see how it goes from here. Opponent goes first. We got removal bat, 2 lands. I think this is good enough. Oof. Okay, we do have lots of removal, which is nice. Pay 2 life so we can stab. Healer's Hawk. Kill this Sanctifier. Opponent's got 1 land only? That's really good. I think we will hold up 1 turn here. We'll know where to run this. Don't want them gaining life. Now we can actually Cecil and hold up a counter. Pretty happy with that. Opponent took a big risk with the 1 lander. Another Healer's Hawk. Do we counter that? Ah, opponent just scoops there? Okay, I was a little bit nervous because I felt like at some point they're going to hit this land and just go a bit nuts. But we had lots of removal, we had the counter, and once Cecil is down, you start applying the pressure on them as well. Okay, good start there, but in that game, opponent got very, very mana screwed, and you know, they kept the 1 lander. You can't really complain too much, I guess. Opponent goes first, and we have removal. I think I'm pretty happy with this hand. Okay, what are we up against? Sleight of Hands. Who's playing Sleight of Hands now? This reminds me of Steel Cutter. Let's go for Cecil here. If it's control, maybe we can apply some early pressure with Cecil, disrupt them with a bat. Kaito. That is very good. Let's see if they want to take out the Cecil. So, we don't know what opponent is. We want to get down Kaito next turn. Let's have a look at the hand. Maybe opponent will counter this. The other option was to hold the Floodpits Drowner. Torch the tower, the bats. Shore up, Vivi, Wild Ride. Okay, Vivi's gotta die. They only have 3 mana, so they can't protect Vivi unless they draw another land. So do we shoot the Sheriff Vivi now, or do we go for Kaito? We just try to kill their Vivis. Let's just do this, slow them down. We could pay 2 life just to get the Cecil trigger to happen quick. That's a good little trick I learned. Get it to flip a bit sooner, but I think it's okay. I think we're really hoping that they don't draw land. Okay, we're pretty lucky that they didn't draw the land there. Now we need to find removal. We can pay 2 life here. Do we bring in Kaito? Well, the wild ride's a problem though, right? Because then they can just wild ride this thing. We're gonna have to hold back this Kaito idea for a while. Next turn we can flip the Cecil as well, so we have another blocker. Okay, let's hope opponent goes for Vivi here. I need them to be a little bit impatient here. Feel the pressure. Go for Vivi. No way to protect her. Floodpits Drowner. Get rid of it. I think that'll be pretty good. Take this damage. They decide not to. I mean, they got so much hexproof now, we're really never going to get an opportunity to kill Vivi, right? Let's just go for max pressure then. Tidebinder, that could actually be very useful. What is better here, Tidebinder? This gives it haste. We can counter Vivi's ability. That's not hexproof, right? The hexproof is only if we target Vivi, not if we counter the 0 mana ability. So then we don't... Oof, I hope that that's how it works. Hold up this Tidebinder and prevent them from using the 0 mana ability to get mana. Flip Cecil here. Then this can just come in tapped. Okay, let's see if this works out the way I think it might. They do that. They will wild ride it. We've got 6. It's not quite lethal. Okay, they will try to get mana here, I'm sure. Oh, wait. Why didn't we get an opportunity to... Hold on, don't they have to... Isn't this something we can counter with the Tidebinder? I'm pretty confused about that. Why? Why when they paid 0 do we not have an opportunity to counter that with the Tidebinder? Is it not a activated or triggered ability? Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna have to re-look into that. An opponent just win now? We have a lifelinker? That's pretty good. Okay, I miscalculated there for sure though. Oh, they can't because this is tapped. Oof, that's pretty lucky for us. We can actually tap Vivi. Oh, but they have the hexproof. Oh, but we have the shoot the sheriff. That is so lucky. Okay, so we have to play you first. So we can tap it down and then in response shoot the sheriff Vivi.
Just in time to save the
tap. Opponent protects. We have shoot the sheriff to kill it. And it's 7. It's exactly lethal, hey? Yeah. Oof. Oh, it's not lethal. Oh, it's not lethal. Oh, wait. I was like, it's exactly lethal. It's not lethal. Opponent could still kill us this turn somehow. I think we'll be okay, but I did not realize that. Oh boy. Wait, this game still goes on. Ah, I miscounted there. I mean, this is lifelink, so it's okay. I apologize to the opponent for good gaming them early there. I thought that it was lethal. Miscalculation. Stock up. They can wild ride this for 3, get up to 6. We should be okay. Oof. Man, I don't know, I just love playing this deck. I mean, at the moment it's going very well. I have had moments with this deck where I've taken like a couple of losses in a row. And then it's pretty sad. But, and you kind of start to lose faith in the deck. But when I play it over multiple games, I do find that I win with it. Okay, I apologize to the opponent for good gaming them early. But I did think I had lethal there, so that was the reason for it. Okay, very good start here. Let's see if we can keep it up. Opponent goes first. We have removal. These are a little bit heavy, but we do have the removal and the drowner. I think you can keep this hand. Okay, start with the Verge. Looks like it's control. This control, I think we'll try to Floodpits Drowner at the end of their turn. Let's try this, see if opponent counters it. I'm pretty keen to... Okay, they go for the counter. Okay, we draw another land, which is good. So we will... We can just do this. I think we'll just try it again. Keep trying to play things at flash speed and then maybe getting in Kaito. The Sanctuary is obviously potentially problematic here. Do have nowhere to run to kill it though. Opponent might decide to burn more counters. They decide not to this time around. Okay. So, what do? We need Kaito to not die. Start with an attack here. I assume opponent will block. They won't want to risk Kaito getting flashed in. They do risk it. They have land, Kaito just dies, so I think we go for the Enduring Curiosity. Because if they play land, then they can power up the Sanctuary and we're just kind of screwed. So let's do this rather. Pretty good. We can actually wipe out the whole board. Why is this still rotating? Oh, okay, it stopped. Okay, this game I feel like is really in the balance here. Opponent's got 5 cards in hand. They got another Soulstone Sanctuary. Does that mean we're getting a board wipe? I feel like that must mean we're getting a board wipe. Pretty happy with a board wipe though. They play Cecil. This is like their own Dimir Midrange. Ballad can take out their board, but now it also kills our board. Okay, so opponent can't power up the Sanctuary. They go for Shoot the Sheriff. We get it back. Pay 2 here. So, just wipe out everything. Basically reset the board states. Start with this. I think they'll block it now because they won't want the... They won't want us to draw cards with the Enduring Curiosity, right? Interesting, they let it through. So again, can't really get down Kaito, it's too vulnerable. Yeah, let's just draw. Could have gone for the greedy play there of the other Enduring Curiosity. Just worried that opponent has a counter here. Okay, we'll try to flash in the Enduring Curiosity on their turn. Oh, opponent Floodpits Drowners, okay. I think we'll stab you. So they're fully tapped out. We can either go for nowhere to run. Got 1 mana left. Okay. Let's see what opponent does here. Don't want the Cecil flipping, that's for sure. We try to bait this counter. really want the Cecil flipping. Okay, let's try this. I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking this game. Take out the Cecil. These 1/1s have been a real problem. We haven't been able to get down Kaito very easily. And then ninjutsus, oof.
I learned something in
That is a problem. That is actually a problem. I think this game has gotten away from us.
Information is its own weapon.
Play this Soulstone. So we can get down Kaito of our own, but we have no way of protecting it. Oh boy. We're gonna try block with the Enduring Curiosity. Permanent waste removal on the Tidebinder. I'm pretty happy actually. Okay, that's pretty good. We gotta block this Kaito. Siren creates a map. Oh no, oh it's still no, if they put it on the Kaito we can't block it. Okay, they don't put it on Kaito. That's pretty lucky for us actually. Bats. I'm sure they'll keep bats. They'll like bats. I think if they have a counter here, we're pretty toast. Okay, this is our big play. Does opponent have an answer for this? Their last card in hand. Oh, it looks like they've got an answer. They're eyeing this Enduring Curiosity. They got Bitter Triumph. Oh man. That is bad. That is very bad. They had the one card we needed.
Now I know the weakness.
So, what do we do? There's nothing we can do, and we can wipe out the board. Get down a Kaito. Phew. I think we're just toast. I stall them with the Ballad. If it's 6 or more, you can put a creature onto the battlefield under your control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's try this. Have we take 6 damage here? Oh my word. Okay, well that didn't work out very well. Okay. Opponents got this, they got the bat. Oh, they could have also just powered up the they could have powered up the Soulstone Sanctuary, right? Oh man, opponent's got all the answers here. Okay. Block. 2 bats, 1 Kaito. I tell you what, this Ballad was looking good, and then they got down that Kaito. And
Secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
from there, it was a struggle because I was trying to sort of bait them and wipe out their whole board with one go, but then Kaito came down. And that's the problem with Kaito. It's so good against control decks because opponents just really struggle to deal with it. Like their sweepers are kind of useless and they need something specific for Kaito. Okay, taking the first loss there did not feel good. Let's see if we can rebound. I think that was the first loss, right? Opponent goes first. Control. I think we have a reasonably good matchup against control. As long as we draw our flash stuff, we tend to be okay. Let's see how this game goes. Kaito's key as well against control. Really need to find that piece. Already up consoles. Irritating, but not the worst thing in the world. So, I think we'll just map up here and dig for value. Phantom Interference is good. Let's just counter them, and they don't know we have another one, so they'll play around the one but not around the others, my thinking. I think you keep Phantom Interference against control. Ooh, okay, that's not good. Damn, that is a huge problem now. But they don't know about the other Phantom Interference. We need to be very aggressive now. Because we're on a clock. And that clock is ticking. We've lost 2 of our counters as well, which is really bad. Okay, we go for the Floodpits Drowner. I hope that opponent doesn't counter it because they're thinking of sweeping the board anyways. Kind of like hoping to get them into that greedy state. Okay. Get the Soulstone Sanctuary down, because we might want to attack with it to hit that last bit of damage. Next turn we can Enduring Curio. Oh, we don't have double blue. Damn. Oh no, that's a huge misplay on my side. I had this. Ah, man. Oh, that's bad. I think I'm gonna power up the Soulstone here. Just go for max damage. Yeah, I think we have to let that. We gotta hold this counter for the sweeper. Okay. We're okay. Opponent will have to hit the sweeper this turn. They might be able to play around the counter if they have an untapped land. They do have an untapped land. I think we're going to have to... Okay. They don't have a sweeper, or they decide not to run it. So how much are we presenting? Close to lethal, right? 3, 5, 6, 7. Just go for this, they'll counter it. Or we go for this, they counter it and we force them to tap out. Let's go for this. They will counter it, but I'm hoping that it'll be enough. Okay. What's going on here? Opponent scoops. They didn't have the sweeper. I was very, very nervous about that sweeper coming out because they got to that point where the Phantom Interference couldn't counter anymore. They had that extra 2 mana. Luckily, we got the job done just in time there. And I think the key thing there against control, once I had that Riverside Monument down, we really wanted to apply as much pressure as possible on them because we were on a clock, you know. Okay, doing pretty well here. Doing pretty well. We go first. We don't have blue. But we have a bunch of black stuff to do. I think you can keep this hand. Obviously, it's kind of risky, but our hand is pretty well synergized with black, and we should hopefully draw the blue soon. Famous last words. Come on, give me that blue. Give me that blue. Not blue, damn. See what we're up against. Is it control again? Don't have a great hand against them. Take the Node to run here. Tidebinder, but we have no blue. Oof, boy. Well, I got no one really to blame but myself here, do I? I did keep that hand. A bit of triumph the bat, the Floodpits Drowner, so we can slow them down a little bit here. Assume opponents are going to go for it. Okay, they do go for it. We will gladly pay 3 life to kill this Drowner. Now, I need blue. I needed blue and I need it badly. So can I have my blue, please? Because without blue, I am cooked here. Opponent plays a Cecil of their own. Okay, we finally get blue. Is it a bit too late? We can Tidebinder, prevent the stun counter from hitting us. And block Cecil for Cecil. It's kind of sad. I would have liked to keep my Cecil. I assume that the next one will come and we can Tidebinder in here, prevent our bat from being stunned. Oof, okay, that's pretty important here. Opponent's got 3 cards in hand. We could draw like Kaito, that'll be really good. They got Enduring Curiosity, ouch. That is a problem. Can't let them draw cards. That is good. Okay. We only have 1 blue. Unfortunately. We can get around their Phantom Interference. So if we upkeep stop, we can do it before they draw, right? Because we want to do it before. We're not blocking with this bat, right? In turn, on upkeep, we will Floodpits Drowner immediately. Can't have this Enduring Curiosity attacking into us. Opponent can power up the Sanctuary if they get land. Creature of the Schism. Oof, man, that is a tough card. Oh boy. Stab. Okay. Okay, we need our blue because we have to get rid of this Enduring Curiosity, right? So let's start there. Can't attack. We just do that. I mean, we're dead, right? Stab the Siren. Could have maybe held up onto it and if the opponent would have mapped up, but man, we just haven't drawn that well here. Where's our good stuff? Oh boy. Don't like our situation here. Interestingly, I've lost both games so far. I mean, this looks like it's going to be a loss. And I've been losing to the Dimir Midrange deck. I wonder why. Is that something with my play? Is it maybe something with the way the deck is built? Maybe something with the way the deck is built doesn't make it suited for the mirror? Power this up, is that useful at all? Can double block the Preacher, I guess. I don't think I'm willing to double block there. If they have removal, we just lose. I mean, we're not in a good place here at all. Well, it looks like they've got something. They let it through. They realize it's not that threatening. Try to get this bat a bit bigger. Another land. Oof, man. Well, this game hasn't gone to plan at all. I think opponent's gonna kill the bat here. Oh, they decided to create a 2-2. Ah, they blocked the bat. Right, they actually knew that they had the Phantom Interference, so that's actually my mistake. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy to scoop here. I don't think we're getting out of this situation. Yeah. Why am I losing to the mirror? Need to think about that. Need to think about that a lot. Okay, man, I don't know why I'm losing the mirror. Very sad, but we're gonna try again here. Don't want to end on a loss. Come on, currently 4-2, I think. Opponent goes first. I would like to go first. Alas. Is this Lifegain? It's Lifegain, it's okay. We do need land. A little bit of time here. No, it's Control. Why does this matchmaker love putting me up against Control today? Okay. I'm bad up here. No counters. Is it maybe artifacts? No. Oh my word. We take the Day of Judgment, kind of try to stall for time while we look for our good stuff. Okay, we need to find land, so let's do this. Another bat. Another bat I like, but we need land. Like, we're not gonna win this game if we don't hit land. Flanker. And we'll scry here, gain life. Need to hold this bit of triumph for the Elspeth. And you just know where to run. On the flanker. Okay, Baser. And it's back to full life here. Still no land. Hey, what's going on here? This is a very bad situation. Last game, I mean, kind of my fault, but I couldn't draw my blue, and now I can't draw. Can't draw land at all. Okay, I think we'll go for the Floodpits Drowner here. Try to get rid of this Beza if we can. But with no land, okay, we do hit land, but it's a Soulstone Sanctuary, not the best either. I was thinking, their flanker. They gain 2 inscribe. Ah, boy. I think we have to kill this. They want to block our Floodpits Drowner. Maybe we can kind of pressure them into playing the Ultima. I mean, I don't think they need to play it right now. They're going to win the race of damage, I think. We do have a bat, I guess. It gains us life. But man, what a situation. I'm okay blocking you now. Again, I want them to feel that it's a good idea to Ultima. I think that's okay for us. Overlord of the Mistmers. Oof. Oh man, we are so screwed here. I don't even know what to do next. Get down a Cecil. Can't attack. Elspeth will come down. We have the Bitter Triumph for that. But just goes to show, you know, you just can't predict anything really in the arena, right? Like, things with this deck I tend to do very well, and then, you know, you just go on a bad run, it happens. And there's a lot of luck involved, I think, in like day-to-day or, you know, game-to-game gameplay. Okay. We can flip this Cecil. Or try to. What if we did this? Did this for 2. Took out everything, but then... Don't know what to do right now. Attack with Cecil. Let's see if opponent decides to give up Beza for this. I mean, it's an interesting game, but we're very, very far behind. And that's kind of how I feel right now. We're not completely out of it, but we are very, very far behind. It's hard to see a world where you get back into this. They get lost, the Cecil. We have no way to protect it. Well, let's do this. Maybe we can get this bat big enough that opponent's going to struggle to... Okay, removal actually good. I'm keen to just get this bat big. I want to hold this Bitter Triumph, so if the opponent goes for the Elspeth, we can at least try and kill it. Oh boy. Okay. I'm going to scoop at that point. Wow. I mean, we have a pretty good matchup against Control, but the lands there were really, really bad to us. And man, instead of getting all the way up Platinum Tier 1, I'm kind of like back where I started. And that's the thing, you know, you start in the arena, you have a goal, you want to rank up, but hey, who knows what will happen. You just kind of have to go on the ride. Welcome back. I put my nostalgia aside because I wanted to find out if I could get to Diamond, or at least very close to Diamond, with this Dimir Midrange deck that's been doing very well for me. And I had a blistering start where I was kind of getting a little bit arrogant maybe, and I thought, okay, I'm just gonna fly to Diamond here, and then I got very humbled with a bunch of losses that brought me back, almost back to where I started, which is very sad, but you know, that's how it goes in the arena. You can play a deck that has a very high win rate, and over many games that deck does perform very well, but over like 5 or 6 games there's so much random volatility, and it can just often just come down to luck. But I think it's also worth thinking about your own gameplay all the time, and I was having a look at the games that I lost, especially the first one against the Mirror, and there's two things that I realized. I made a mistake not using the 0-point ballad because I thought I could manage the board state, but I forgot about one key thing, and that's Kaito. My opponent had 2 flyers, and yes, I might have played this into a counter, but it was worth the risk because I think the key thing, whether you're playing this deck or any other deck against Dimir Midrange, try to stop them from ninjutsuing in that Kaito, because that Kaito, once it comes down, is a huge problem, and that is really the point where the game got away from us. Now, had I just used the 0-point ballad, I could have killed their 2 flyers, and I think it was Cecil that was down as well, and then they wouldn't have been able to ninjutsu Kaito that turn. Of course, maybe they still would have won the game, but I think it would have given us a much better chance. As soon as they Kaito'd, we were in big trouble. The second thing that I was thinking about is the creature lands. What I noticed is that in the Mirror, I've often been unable to get down Kaito because the opponent has creature lands, and therefore, yes, I want to ninjutsu Kaito, but then he's vulnerable, and that is one problem. Because you're ninjutsuing your creature, you don't have a blocker sometimes, and you can't tap down a creature land that has not been activated yet, right? So that is another thing I think to think about. Maybe you add more Restless Reefs. I mean, we already have 3 Soulstones, maybe you push it up to 4, I'm not exactly sure, but maybe you try to get a higher combination of creature lands so that if you come up against the Mirror and they do get Kaito down, you are able to, you know, have a way of dealing with it that otherwise this deck kind of is struggling a little bit, I find, to deal with. And then yeah, the other game that I lost, I think it was just like a little bit of bad luck with the mana and stuff like that. It happens in the arena. We'll try again. I'm sure eventually one day I'll hit that diamond, but for today that will be the gameplay, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, stay tuned and consider subscribing, because there's going to be more nostalgic necro coming soon.